Alright guys, hopefully last time that happens I apologize again. Maybe I need to like find some kind of tape or something so that doesn't happen in the future. Um, Anyways, so what I was saying, Langford, he's gonna be, uh, we'll say top 15 running back. I don't want to say top 10 yet. Um, he just hasn't quite proven himself yet. Giovanni Bernard, yeah, I love him. I don't know why Cincy doesn't make him their top back. I think he could be amazing for them. With Jeremy Hill in the he just seems like he's in the way. I do. He's good at getting touchdowns, but like we saw with those stats, he just doesn't seem to be a good first down back. So I would just um, hopefully Jeremy Hill gets hurt for you or gets traded or something because I that would be huge. He would then Bernard would be like a top 3 running back in the league, but they don't do that, so he'll probably finish out of the top 10 again this year. So your running backs are decent. They're decent. Um, Wide receivers are huge though. Odell Beckham, he's if he stays healthy, number one. He could be a number one guy in the league. Mike Evans, solid second wide receiver to have. He's underwhelming last year, but I think with Winston learning what he's doing, he'll come back. Jordan Reed came out. I mean, didn't really come out of nowhere, but God, Washington. It seems like they have like amazing tight ends every year. They had Fred Davis, who I'm pretty sure is still on the team. They had Niles Paul, who performed well for them. They have Jordan Reed, who did sensational last year. So it's funny how they have all of these tight ends. So good solid guy. And you have Jimmy Graham on the bench, who I think is going to have a good bounce back year and play really, really well. So I would look. Maybe that'll be a decent trade. We'll see. Amari Cooper, solid. I mean, awesome flex guy to have. You're very stacked at wide receiver. I mean, your 3 guys are good. You don't have really a 4th. Well, Steve Smith, good, come back, improve. You also have Blake Bortles on the bench. He's top 5 quarterback last year. I guess you want to have a solid backup to Carson Palmer in case he goes down. I don't see Blake Bortles as a top 10 guy this year. I think they'll want to run the ball more. They'll be better on offense. Sorry. But yeah, that. And then you have a JJ, a JI, whatever his name is. And he's like a handcuff, basically. Somebody solid to have after Arian Foster goes down. But they have that other guy on the team too that they're looking at. I can't remember his name, the rookie. And you have Chris Ivory, who's on Jacksonville this year. That's right. So I think TJ Yeldon has that starting job. Chris Ivory he always does underwhelming. Last year he did well, but. And last but not least, we have Josh's team, which Josh was our champion last year. So, and always, you guys ever notice how like our champions the last few years have been like 7 and 16s? It's been the teams who just barely make the playoffs, but they have awesome playoff runs. So yeah. Congratulations to you, Josh. I didn't see if you got the trophy or anything. I kind of came late to the draft, so I didn't know how that worked. Maybe they just gave it to you earlier. But yeah, kudos. Tyrod Taylor is his QB. Amazing upside with him. He's probably destined to be a top 10 back this year. With the running ability, maybe even top 5. We'll see. Carlos Hyde, I'm not big on Carlos Hyde. He's injury prone. He's on a team that's going to be awful this year. But that might be all they have is to give him the ball. So maybe Latavius Murray, he's decent running back. I know they're talking about that other running back for Oakland now. I don't see him losing his job. But yeah, I think he's going to be exactly where he is, pushing for top 10 running back. Good trade. You had solid wide receivers, and you definitely needed another running back. So, that was a good trade for you. Good trade for both parties. AJ Green, always a top 5 candidate for wide receiver every year. I still wish the Browns would have got him. I love his game. So you have a solid wide receiver there. Allen Robinson, my biggest surprise from last year, even bigger than Blake Bortles. I didn't know. I think he was almost top 5 wide receiver. But I don't see him repeating that, but he'll be solid. Jason Witten, I don't like him anymore. He used to be awesome, but I would probably look elsewhere. Maybe, but again, tight end is so just terrible this year. John Brown, again, I love John Brown. I just wish they would give him the starting job over Michael Floyd, but until that happens, he's gonna be a good flex guy for you. Jets D, I know you're a big Jets fan, but I don't know about that, especially against Cincinnati in the first week. Ugh, that might be bad. Matt Bryant, wow, he was pre-ranked 31 last year. He must have got hurt or something. Let me look at that really quick. Yeah, I guess he got hurt or cut or something, but the first week matchup he got 17 points. After that, shit. But yeah, decent kicker. Duke Johnson is our pass-catching running back for the Browns. I'm not too sure what to think about him yet. I want to see how the whole RG3 tandem works out with him and Isaiah Crowell. I don't know what's going to happen there. And then you got Bly Powell, who is the backup to Forte right now. And you have decent wide receivers there for your backups. So, overall, not bad. Not a bad team. Just, I think you have a lot of guys who overperformed last year that are kind of, half of your guys are like that and half of your guys are consistent players. And then you have Taylor, who's gonna, I think, make a huge push for top 5 QB. Okay, so I finished my my description of each team. I'm sorry, I'm fumbling over my words a lot. I never was really a great talker. So we're gonna look at. I didn't even look at the matchups yet. I'll just do this really quick. Me against Rico, I'll give the I think I'll give the nod to myself. Just there's a lot of question marks on his team. I think my running backs are solid enough that I'll overperform him. I shouldn't jinx myself like that, but I think I have a solid solid chance to win that. Francis is texting me right now. South Park Titans. Good old mother jokes. We like to do a lot of those in our league. Probably, I like my name so much though. You said you liked my name, and then all of a sudden, oh, we gotta name it something else. You name your team the Swamp Diet. Actually, that would be kind of funny. Anyways, Swamp Donkey. Okay, so I'm gonna give myself the very close edge nod over Rico there. Francis against Mr. Mac. I'm gonna say Francis's team by 10. TJ against Blaine. I like Blaine's team a lot, so I'm gonna give him the edge. Brandon against Scott. Ooh, that's a good matchup. They just did the trade too. That's gonna be funny if one guy outperforms the other in there. Projected totals are the same exact. I'm gonna just give the nod to Scott just because fantasy gods always seem to be on his side. Mr. Sports against the two Johns. Actually, we have 4 Johns in our league. How crazy is that? And actually, the other 2 Johns are playing each other. Ha! I just noticed that. That's funny. I don't know. Wow, their projected totals are really high. I'm gonna give Mr. Sports the nod on that just by his strong wide receivers. And Rob against Josh. That's a decent matchup too. I think that might have been the championship matchup last year, wasn't it? Kind of like Denver and Denver and Carolina. Interesting. It's funny how things work out sometimes. We're gonna give this nod to Josh just because of the projected total, and Rob's. I don't remember Rob's team very well actually. I just looked at it too. Anyways, so those are my projections. Pre-rankings. I'm going to say. I think Mr. Mac's team is the worst. Sorry. But just so many question marks, and I just didn't care for it. Which is funny I say question marks because I think Blaine, out of all the teams, has one of the best. Blaine and Scott and Francis, I think, are the top 3 teams. I think I'm right 4th or 5th with Johnny. Mr. Sports might be up there, and then for some reason I don't even remember. TJ and Rob are kind of down, and Rico are kind of down there. Johnny's team is, and Brandon's team are in the middle of the pack, kind of with my team. Anyways, so I know I didn't give like a clear-cut pre-ranking there, but maybe next time I'll have more time to talk. I really need to finish this. It's probably going on 2 hours now. I see what I mean though. This is how like enthralled you can get with fantasy, and it's just so hard to get away from. I really need to get to the gym though. Players, my team. So yeah. Other than that, I would like to say that I hope you guys stuck it through with me. If not, I completely understand. I know this is way too long. I did not think at all it was going to be this long. But yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys taking the time. If you guys want to maybe collab, maybe I can come up there one week and I can interview, or we can do like a recording with one of the other guys, or a bunch of the guys. I want to try to maybe record the basketball draft. If I go to it, hopefully I should be able to go. But I would like to record that and show people what we do, how we draft and stuff. I'm out of the loop with how basketball is going to go, but hopefully it's something like football this year. I think we had an awesome. This was by far my favorite one. I think I can't remember a better one. So it was awesome. We had everybody there but TJ. So it's great how we have a good turnout every year, and everybody seems to be very committed to the league, and it's very competitive as always. We had a lot of problems in the past where people would quit halfway through the season. We just couldn't find that solid 9th or 10th guy in our league. But now we have 12 teams. We have people that want to join and everything. So I really hope we keep this going. It's a great way to keep in touch with each other, especially since I moved away. That's my biggest way of keeping in contact with you guys. So it's nice to have that. Anyways, thank you guys again. I really appreciate you sticking it out. And next week, I hope to maybe do since I went through this, maybe I'll go quickly through like a draft recap. Maybe show you guys like how I look at players and how I do my research for this. There's not a lot that I do, but I try to stick with it every week. Make sure I don't have a player on my team who is who's going to be injured for the rest of the year or something weird like that. Just keep updated with it. And I want to do a power rankings every week. It's kind of hard to do the first week anyways, with all the question marks. You don't know how a guy's going to respond to being on a different team, or if a quarterback is gone, something like that. So anyways, everybody keep in touch. I will hopefully be able to keep this a lot shorter next time. Have a good week. Good luck to everybody. I see this as a really, really fun fantasy year, and we're gonna do the whole $10 per week for the top scorer. So whoever that is, I I hope it's me, but again, I know my team isn't one of the top ones. So take care, and I hope to see you guys next week. Alrighty, peace. I gotta think of a good one, a good outro. Like I said, this is unedited, so you guys are gonna see everything. Have a nice day. I don't know. We'll think of one. Alrighty. Bye.